All right, so here we go. So yes, CD Projekt Red just revealed all the details about the Witcher 3 next-gen update coming to consoles and PC for free on December 14th with all new visual updates, which makes the game even more stunning. We're going to be seeing a new mode, by the way, for combat, which is going to be completely changing the way you play the game. It's going to make the flow of combat feel so much better. And we have a new third-person camera angle, which was revealed, new quest line, weapons, and armor related to, yes, the Netflix Witcher series. And you're going to want to see this. We're also going to be talking about all those beautiful graphical enhancements coming to PC and PlayStation 5, as well as Xbox Series X and S. Now, CD Projekt Red obviously put a lot of love into this. We're going to be talking about also The Witcher 1 being remade as well on Unreal Engine 5, but I'll be talking about that later on in the video, so stay tuned for that one. So, yes, again, this next-gen update is free. You have to remember that. They're not pulling a Bethesda. They're going to be making this free, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC on December 14th. All right, so let's get into the new features coming to this free next-gen update. We have the new third-person camera mode, which looks amazing. You can now zoom in a bit more to Geralt as an option. But one thing that I love about this is that you can actually mix and blend this mode, this new third-person camera mode, with the original third-person camera mode from the game, of course. So if you do want the old camera perspective when you are in battle, for example, you can do that and have the option of having it automatically switch to this up-close and personal new camera perspective when you are actually free roaming or outside of combat. So there's options that you can toggle on and off with this and have a bit of fun with this new camera mode. But I really do like how it zooms in and gives you more of an intimate feeling with the world. I think it's a great option to have, and you can mess around with different various modes with it. So that is really, really cool. Now, mentioning new modes, they did mention a new sign mode in combat, which allows you to use your signs more easily. Now, you know there were complaints about The Witcher 3, especially on consoles, where you would have to pull up the radial menu every single time you would want to switch signs. And it was kind of clunky. Well, you do not have to do this anymore with this new signs mode. You just need to hold down the casting button and you'll get more options on the fly when you're in battle, and you just click another button to initiate whatever sign you want to cast. It makes it so much better, and it's going to improve the flow of combat big time. And I think a lot of people will absolutely love this feature. It's going to change The Witcher 3 big time, in my opinion. Now, also something else that has been added to the game is you can actually now pause the game during cutscenes, which is wonderful. It wasn't in the game originally, and they said it was a bit tough to get into the game because of the way it was designed. But now they actually pulled it off. And yes, if you want to walk away and take a moment, you can actually pause the game without worrying about missing the story. Now, the next-gen update, of course, includes a lot of visual enhancements. We're going to talk about the performance and quality modes for the Series X and PlayStation 5. Of course, you're going to have the quality mode, which is going to be all about texture quality, the 4K experience, ray tracing. It is going to be more about fidelity. Now, performance is going to be pushing the 60 frames per second, but all of the textures, when we're talking about quality and performance mode, will be improved greatly. And they actually compared this to PC Ultra experience on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Of course, you can push the visuals as far as you want on PC as well, but all these options are going to be available to anyone and everyone that's on PC and consoles as well. And they did a lot of improvements as well with the lighting engine too. So yes, a lot of work and love went into the game visually, so I cannot wait. Now, also, they did some changes to characters and the environment. All the grass and foliage have been improved and reworked. There's higher resolution, better textures, and integrated a lot of mods on consoles and PCs. They didn't get into specifics. I wish they would have talked more about the actual mods, but all the monsters have also been greatly reworked and improved visually, and you can see smoke appearing from villages in the distance now, and new cloud cover and weather has been added to the game. But something important they did mention is they did not want to divert too much from what players know and remember about The Witcher. That was so important. We've seen some remakes make that mistake where they up-res everything, they change the textures, but you're like, this doesn't look like the original game that I used to love and know. So that was really critical to the visual part of the game. Although they're updating it, they want you to have that nostalgia still. They talked about the new Quest DLC that they did add to this one. Rewards players with new armor and weapons from, guess what, the Netflix Witcher TV series. They even brought back voice actors for this quest line, which is really cool. And a new outfit has been added for some of our companions as well to match the TV series version. So yeah, they're going like all in on the Netflix updated stuff, which is kind of bittersweet for me considering that Henry Cavill is actually leaving the show. I'm kind of like, man, still sucks to have that news in my mind, of course, but I'm still excited for the new armors and weapons from the Netflix Witcher TV series. And I'm curious to see the storyline, how it ties perhaps into the Witcher TV series. So we'll see what happens with that one. Now, also, the HUD. This is so cool. Now, one thing I love about the Horizon Forbidden West series, even games like The Last of Us, is that they have kind of like a dynamic HUD. When you are outside of combat, the HUD automatically hides itself. Now, you can expect this to be the case with the Witcher 3 Next Gen update, to have an option where you can turn on a more dynamic HUD. So if you're free roaming, the HUD will disappear. You can click a button and then the HUD can appear for you so you can see your mini map, waypoints and that sort of thing for about 7 seconds, and then it will go back and hide itself so you have a clean cut experience, which I absolutely love. Now, cross saves is another topic they talked about, and this is going to pique your interest because now you can move from one platform to another very easy, like PS5 to PC, with the new cross save feature. So that is also neat to have. Now, a lot of you guys are into photo mode, especially like with the release of course, Cyberpunk 2077. I've seen amazing stuff from that, and they're like, you know what? We need to add a really crisp, amazing photo mode to the Witcher 3 experience, and guess what? They did just that. So now you can really mess around with photo mode in the world of Witcher 3. And mentioning the world map now has new filters, making it much cleaner experience to get around the UI, and you can toggle on and off so many more options, so you can have a more exploration type experience instead of things being in your face telling you where to go. That was important to CD Projekt Red as well. Now, a lot of you guys wanted more walking modes for Geralt, and they were listening, and they actually added this into the game as well. So you can walk around now and toggle that on and off when you are in the city and stuff like that. Now, one simple change that does help a lot of players out is that now, yes, you can scale subtitles. So if you're having trouble reading the subtitles, you can have the text as large as you want or as small as you want. So that one simple change, I think, will help a lot of people out. And there's a lot of quality of life fixes and improvements like this. They're going to be revealing more patch notes later on, so be sure to stay tuned right here. I'm going to have that all covered. Now, PlayStation 5 players will get an extra feature with the controller with haptic feedback. There's far more feedback on the controller, and they say it feels absolutely amazing. So I cannot wait to get my hands on the PlayStation 5 version of this update. So I'll let you guys know how it feels. They also have a pretty big surprise. They cannot wait to reveal. They teased this, but that will be a bit closer to, the release of this free update when they will actually reveal this. I'm very, very curious. I'm like, what in the world could this be? So yeah, we'll have to wait and find out for that one as well. Now, CD Projekt Red, beyond the Witcher 3 Next Gen update, is also working on something else very special to their hearts, and that is the Witcher 1 remake. And that is being completely rehauled and remade in Unreal Engine 5 with assets being used from, guess what? The new Witcher saga, which is also being developed in Unreal Engine 5. And this is going to be the first time we're really going to be seeing what CD Projekt Red can do in Unreal Engine 5. Now, they have no release date for this just yet, but I'm so excited to see what The Witcher 1 is going to be looking like on, of course, Unreal Engine 5. Now, if we have some comments here from CD Projekt Red, from the CEO, who says this: The Witcher is where it all started for us for CD Projekt Red. It's the first game we made ever, and it was a big moment for us then. Going back to this place and remaking the game for a next generation of gamers to experience, it feels just as big, if not bigger. Collaborating with Fool's Theory on the project is just as exciting, as some of the people there have been previously involved with the Witcher games. They know the source material well, they know how much gamers have been looking forward to seeing the remake happen, and they know how to make incredible and ambitious games. And although it will take some time before we're ready to share more about and from the game, I know it'll be worth the wait. And it's cool to see that here they have a collaboration with experienced Witcher developers. That was absolutely critical when I was reading through this. So a Fool's Theory is like an entirely new development team that appears, in my opinion, to be working on CD Projekt Red Remake. So after The Witcher 1 is remade, I'm curious to see if they're just going to move on to The Witcher 2 and remake that one and just go down the line. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this studio and see, about their future. But so far, it sounds very bright and interesting to me. All right, so there it is. All the updates and latest happenings around, yes, the Witcher franchise. We've got a lot going on with The Witcher 3. I cannot wait for December 14th. I'm also excited that this is an actual free update. They didn't pull a Bethesda here and put a price tag on this. They're like, hey, this is going to be free despite a lot of the work that we're putting into this, which it does sound like to me that they put a lot of love and effort into this update for sure. But yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you all so much for watching. And be sure to subscribe for more Witcher, Cyberpunk, and other open world gaming goodness. And I will see you all next time. Take care.